It should not be a surprise. Yesterday we did adding integers. Today we are going to talk about subtracting integers. And if you understood what we were doing yesterday, then you're going to be in good shape today. There are a couple of different ways that you can do this. And students get mad at me. All right, so let's start with -7 minus 7. Hold on a second. It's kind of my time right now. Okay, so I'm going to go -7 minus 7. What the book would like you to do is they would like you to add the opposite. Okay, so they want you to change this into, instead of -7 minus +7, make it -7 plus a -7. Okay? So based on what we talked about yesterday, if I go -7 plus a -7, what do I get, Michael? -14, because both of the numbers are negative. So I add them together, 7 and 7 makes 14, and then I keep the sign, okay? I would like it if eventually you got to where you could skip that step, just like Michael did, because he wanted to give the answer right away. And just look at this and say, this is a -7 and this is a -7. So they're both negative, so I'm just going to put them together to get 14, and it has to be -14, okay? It's easier if you can do it that way and eliminate this step of changing it into an addition problem. If you have to change it into addition problem to get the answer right, I'm totally fine with that. But eventually you're going to want to be able to do it a little bit more quickly, okay? What about 2 minus -4? What is a little shortcut that I can do on, well, let's do it the way the book wants us to do it first, okay? So the book wants us to add the opposite. So I'm going to go 2 plus, so I changed this minus to a plus, just like I changed that minus to a plus right there. And then this was a -4, so I need to change it into a +4. So that gives me 2 plus 4, which is 6, okay? So just like I took this right here, and this was a +7, and changed it to a -7, so that gave me -14, okay? Another way that you can think about it, again, a little shortcut, is what happens to these two negative signs? What's a minus, when you go minus and negative, what do you really get? Yeah, Jordan, do you know? Well, you're kind of multiplying the two negative signs together, and so when you do that, the two negatives multiplied together make a positive. Is that what you're getting at? Oh, yeah, I hear that. Okay, so those two negatives make a positive. What we did yesterday, because all we're doing is taking these subtraction problems and changing them into addition problems, okay? So let's try another one of these. -13 minus -5. I'm going to change this into -13 plus. So I'm going to take the subtraction problem and change it into an addition problem. And then that means this -5 becomes a +5, okay? And now we have to think about, like you said, what we learned yesterday. Waiting.
Oh, wait, so you turn it into a plus. So what if that number was like 24?
Which one?
Oh, what if the number that's like 24?
So if I went -13 minus 24,
Yeah, and
okay, then the -13 stays as a -13. Instead of being a minus subtraction problem, we change it to an addition problem. And this is no longer +24, now it's -24.
oh, well, you changed it up there.
What do you mean I changed it up there?
It's not 5.
Right. So I'm changing this subtraction problem into an addition problem, and then I'm changing the -5 into a +5.
Why would you change that?
Because it's easier to do addition problems than it is to do subtraction problems.
So we just add them then?
Yeah, So negative 13 plus 5, based on what we did yesterday. Hold on, hey, shh, shh. Ben, up here. What do I do with these two numbers?
Add them.
Add them. No. One of them is a negative and one's a positive, so what do I do when the signs are different?
Subtract.
I subtract them. So 13 minus 5 is
8.
8. And will it be positive 8 or will it be negative 8? Negative 8. Okay? How about, hey guys, way too little focus on what you're, Michael, just have a seat and learn some math, buddy. Okay? Yeah, no, I know, but then you have to stare out the window and have a conversation with them and just sit down and learn. Okay?
We should do another one.
Okay, yeah, we will. So this one right here, I changed this minus sign into a plus sign. Okay? And then the positive 24 becomes a negative 24. What do I have to do to finish this problem now? Right, since both of these have the same sign, I'm going to add them. So 13 and 24 makes 37. And then since they're both negative, it's a negative 37. Yes?
So you always keep the first number the same.
The first number stays the same.
And the second one you switch.
And then the second one you switch. Yep. Okay, does that make sense now? Okay, so she said it better than I did, so let's write that down. So first number stays the same. Second number gets switched. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes? All right. Okay, so Carla said, hey, can we do another one? Let's do another one. Let's do it with a little bit of algebra in here. So let's take 6 minus t, and let's substitute into that t equals negative 4. 6 minus t, and I'm going to substitute into that t equals negative 4. So, Jake? The first thing that I need to do is I need to rewrite this with the negative 4 in there instead of the t. So I'm going to go 6 minus negative 4 like that. Okay, thank you. And then just like Carla said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave the first number the same. So the 6 stays as a 6. Instead of being a subtraction problem, now it's an addition problem. And the negative 4 changes to a positive 4, and so now it's easy. 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay? Does that make sense? Kind of a little bit? Okay, you have something for me or for them? For me. Okay. Okay, here's what I need from you guys, because I do have a golf match today, as somebody pointed out, so I have to leave. So you guys are going to copy that down, and then you are, copy it down, and then you are going to go to the commons quietly, and you are going to work quietly in the commons